Hello everybody and welcome back to the Spinjitzu. And in today's video I'm going to showcase and show you how to build my custom Spinjitzu Burst J. Now this isn't canon, it's just a fun thing I wanted to do because I had some minifigure pieces left over that I wanted to incorporate in a figure somehow. And it's custom week, so I thought I'd make a custom Spinjitzu Burst J, as we never got Spinjitzu Burst versions of any other ninja apart from the 3 that we got in the Master of the Mountain wave. So this is a figure we probably will never get, so I thought we could make it. And I've used other methods, which were used on the Spinjitzu Burst Lloyd, which was released in that wave, so we'll be using him as a base to build our J version. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so for this project, we're going to be trying to replicate this figure here. So, this is Spinjitzu Burst Lloyd. And as you can see, he's made up of a lot of interesting pieces. So, at the bottom, you can clearly see that he is using his tournament robe's legs, as you can see there. And on top of that, he's also using his standard legacy headpiece, just as it comes. But the rest of the figure, from the torso to the head, is completely new, exclusive to this figure. So for my J version, I'm going to try and use the tournament legs and a new torso. Well, I say new torso, it'll be an old torso, but I'll be acting like it's new for this version. So we're going to be using, like I said, this as a basis. So I'll take these out. And what figures are you going to need for this project? Well, you will be needing 4, maybe 5 Js, depending. And the basis of this is going to be this one. So this is Spinjitzu J, this is from Season 8, but it's non-canon and it is an awful figure. It's an awful figure. Why do I think it's awful? Well, it's just made of a hodgepodge of random minifigure pieces just to make a seemingly new figure. So I'll walk you through. We've got the legs of the, I can't remember, it's like the Kendo black version. And then on top of that, this is the only unique part of it, and that's the chest piece and the back robe piece. But the head's old, the mask is from Season 8, the head's from the movie, and they come with some shurikens, which I don't really care about. This is an awful figure. I have every single J and customs in a case from Season 1 to the Golden Legacy version. And this is the one figure that is official that I do not include in that collection because I just think it's awful. So we're going to try and use this figure to make something brilliant or something good. So that's your basis. We're going to be using this as a basis, like I said. So that's your first one. Second one is going to be, you need that look in his eyes, you know, the whole like energy look. So we're going to be using either True Potential version or a Jitsu version for those eyes. And if we bring these closer, you can see that the eyes are very, well, they're very unique, they're very different. One's more glowing yellow, one's more glowing blue. And if you look at the Spinjitzu Lloyd version, if I push this in here, you can see that his eyes are glowing up more yellow. So I'm going to be using this one, but that's a very rare minifigure. So if you want to use this one, which is a little bit more common, then you can do so. But for this video, I'll be using the yellow one because, well, the yellow eyes, because I think it's more accurate to this, which is what I'm trying to replicate. So we'll put him there. And then also for the headpiece, or for the mask piece, you'll be using the regular Legacy version, because it obviously replicates this one the best. And then finally, we'll be using the Tournament J as the legs, because obviously, like I said, the legs are used from tournament, so we're going to be using Tournament J's legs. So those are the figures you'll be needing, plus maybe the Air Jitsu one, if that's what you want to use. And also maybe some random J figures if you want to get blue arms, which we'll get into in a minute. But let's start building our J. So we'll take the base here, and then we'll put the minifigures in the back here. So we're going to start off with the legs, which I said obviously we're going to be taking the Tournament J first. So we're just going to rip this whole minifigure off, and you know what, we'll keep it on its stand. We'll get rid of that stand. But yeah, we have Legless J here, and we're going to put him to the side because the only thing we need is the legs. Now we need a torso, and this is where this figure, this useless figure, comes in. So we're going to be using the torso, and that is with the black arms. I'm going to keep the black arms for now. I'll make that decision more apparent later on, but I think it looks good, so we'll get into that in a minute. But I will take off these, obviously the legs first. So goodbye legs. Take off these shurikens because we don't need them. And then take off everything else like the headpiece. So we only have this, and then we're going to stick this nice looking piece. I think it's a really good piece for this awful figure. And we're going to put it on here. Now, I'm going to keep, you can change the arms. You can change the arms to blue, but I'm going to keep it because I like how you can see the blue on the arms matches up with the blue on the belts. And I think that looks really nice, so I'm going to keep that like that. But now we need the eyes. So like I said, we're going to take this figure. We're going to take off the mask. We're going to take off the head. And then you could use this for Spinjitzu Burst, that might look even better. We'll try that now actually. We'll put this here, and we'll take the Legacy head, and then we'll put that there. And it doesn't look that bad. It looks kind of like the Spinjitzu Burst version I'm kind of looking for, but it doesn't look I don't know. It doesn't look that good to me, so that's why we're gonna go with this one here. Now, yeah, I'm getting confused with what stands I'm using, but yeah, we'll put this back on here. I'll take this, put that back on there for now, and we'll take the head off of him, and we'll put him to the side, and we're gonna put the head on him for now. So you can kind of see what we're doing because the blue kind of matches up with there. But yeah, so the final figure we have to do is take the Legacy 1 mask and put it on there. And that pretty much is Spinjitzu Burst J. So yeah, I love this figure. I think I've done really well with this figure. And like I said, it is a black torso, which it doesn't really work with what I'm referencing here because it's all green and that's kind of black. But I still think it works really well. Let me move that so you can see it more. So yeah, that's a side by side. You can kind of see my thought process there. And for the sake of it, I'll show you what it looks like with blue arms. So I'll take the Jitsu version and I'll take that off and show you that. So that's what he looks like with the complete blue arms. So yeah, it looks alright. I prefer the black more, but that is just me personally. But if you want a true... There are so many cars going past today. But if you want a true like to 4 in Spinjitzu Burst version with all the colours are the exact same, I would go with that. And then, like I said, you probably want to go with one of these torsos as well. But that could be your version. But this is my version, except for I'm going to go change the arms back because I like them black. So yeah, that is my go at Spinjitzu Burst J. And please let me know what you think of this. Do you like it? Does it look good? Or do you think there's some improvements? Please let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, why not like and subscribe? And share with fellow Ninjago community members. You can also join my Discord where we can discuss Ninjago further. And also you can show me your customs if you're making any. You can also follow my socials, which are all linked in the description down below. Or I'll also be posting some images of these figures, maybe, if I can be bothered. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Take it easy guys, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye! God, now I have to clean up all this mess here. It's gonna be fun.